Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our permanent fire run here in the Long Dark. This is Frankie.
I would
She
drink
is
just about
my
anything right now.
companion fire. If you're just tuning in, we've been going for about, I believe it's 13 days now. Although technically, I guess Frankie would only be going for 12 based on that. Let's go ahead and get some water here. And I want to show you some slightly disappointing news. First of all, let's go and pick up the bedroll, get it dropped. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, somebody said it's possible to put it up here. Why can't I place the lantern up there? I guess it's just very finicky to put stuff on the top shelf. Same thing is probably going to happen with the bedroll here. Oh, it is possible to get it up there. That's funny. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about it for right now. I'm not sure that would be worth it. I'm pretty sure that there's an issue where the roll takes extra damage if it's left deployed, like while you're gone from your base. So I think I have to roll it up every time. Pretty annoying, but it means we'll probably just continue to use this. If I could just place it and leave it, then I would absolutely use that top shelf thing. Just to give myself some extra space down here. Alright, let's go ahead and get some tea going here, and I'm going to show you the slightly disappointing thing here. So, if we go to our stats, you can see we've survived for 13 days, and here it is. Fire is burned for 286 hours. Now, by my calculations, 12 days, that would be 10 days would be 240 hours, plus another 2 days would be 48 more hours, so 288. This should show 288, while this still shows 12 days. If we were maintaining what we had, I believe it was back on day 7 that I showed that was the that we had been successful with that. So it looks like there's some drift in the calculations. Very disappointing. Not a whole lot that can be done about that. We'll just continue to monitor. It looks like maybe we lost 2 to 3 hours over the last 6 days, where it's not counting the fire duration the same way it counts the survival duration. A little bit annoying, but we'll live with it.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
Let's get the birch bark and the rose hip ready, and let me quickly see what we can leave behind here. We're definitely not taking the tools with us. I should probably put a whetstone away. I don't know if it's worth doing. Oh yeah, we got a ton of extra fuel here. Forgot completely about fueling up Frankie. I mean, I would have remembered before we left, let's say. That would be a pretty big mistake to make. I think I might carry this birch bark with me. We're probably gonna have to stop and... probably not all of it. Let's go ahead and open up one of these drawers and start stuffing extra stuff in here. So let's put 6 of it away. We're gonna have to ditch a bunch of coal. Oh, that's gonna be full. All right. In that case, let's cancel the coal. We'll do something else. I'm gonna carry that stuff with me. That's just my normal clothing. I'll carry a little bit of water. Let's put cattail stalks away. Not gonna need to eat these at all, so we're gonna do that. Can opener. Might find a can that I want to eat. Just gonna put these away for right now. Go ahead and go to the... How are we doing here on time? Okay, we gotta get going in the next few minutes, so our stuff doesn't burn. Okay, so we were on ingredients here. Let's put the scrap metal away. Put some of these rose hips away. I'm just gonna put all those in there. Crow feather. Okay, we'll carry 2 pieces of the cloth. That seems reasonable. Total carry weight, we're at 18.81. Tools, we have a few torches. That one is at 10 minutes now. Okay. I got a lot of coal. Let's just throw some coal on here. And I need sticks. Alright, I actually need to pick this up before it burns. Okay, we got 15 minutes on those. Get some sticks. Need to come up with a better system for when we're ready to leave. Let's see. Probably have room in here for the coal now. Let's just transfer all. Man, I don't really want to carry 5 pieces with me. Okay. Time on the fire. Let's take a torch. Let's add sticks. Throw the rest of the sticks in here and let's get going. Oh, did I fill this up already? Ah, disaster. I gotta pick these up. Alright, I'll drop the rest of the sticks here and we'll deal with it later. I can definitely feel that I'm a little bit rusty getting started here. Okay, I want the maximum time on here, so we're gonna throw one more stick on. And now we can finally head out. 11 hours, 59 minutes. Let's go. It's foggy. Now we're gonna be doing an experiment. I'm actually quite warm. I want to go to Milton. And eventually, this run, I want to loot all of Milton out. But it's quite far. And the trip there and back is complicated by rope climbs. So we're going to try some shortcuts, including one that I discovered, I don't know, about 6 to 9 months ago. I don't remember exactly when. Hopefully I don't get too lost in this fog. We might dip briefly into camp office. Okay, now I do need to curve left here. Let's go around the front of this rock. This fog is actually pretty bad. I thought about sleeping a few more hours to try to burn the fog off. But I think the main problem with that is that I need to take advantage of the weather while it's not windy. So we're just going to hope that I'm able to navigate decently well. Alright. Happy to ditch the wolf real quick here. He shouldn't detect me coming out the other side. I'm going to pick these up just to reset them. We'll probably make a stick pile over here in a minute. Go ahead and reset the torch. Got to get all my settings set up again here so they don't carry over between sessions. Go ahead and drink this now. We're going to drink the birch bark. I didn't even stop to look at what my health was, but yeah. We'll be happy with a little bit of healing. Now we're about to enter into a period of major activity here. That fir limb is ready to be chopped. I gotta remember that for the future. I'm gonna save a little bit on weight just by dropping these sticks. Once we get further afield, I won't mess around with that anymore. But yeah, so we're gonna do this one circuit. This will be the first time attempting to do this. And then next episode, I believe I want to try to go forge. This will be the second forging session. We've already got the hatchet. This time I want to try to get the knife and at least 2 arrowheads. I'm really hoping that we'll have time to craft 4 though. 4 would be enough to keep me going for a while. Okay, these torches will last a bit longer now. We got to the high quality ones. Actually losing quite a bit of temperature. I mean, I'm happy to drink another tea. I'm just not sure that it really is worth it. Not gonna stop to go too much off the path for these sticks. 'Cause we're really all about just getting there. Yeah, it looks like it's getting a little warmer. I think we're gonna save the other teas. Definitely save harvesting stuff around here for sometime when we're not under so much pressure on time. Got some mushrooms, some rose hips here. Alright, so I'll probably cut over to the far wall a little bit early, just to make sure we don't miss it. Now we have verified that in addition to the bear on the lake,
I am so hungry.
we have a bear spawn over at Clearcut. So that means I don't need to worry about a bear at all when coming through this area. I feel like I should be going over a big ridge by now. Maybe it's just up here. Really hard to see anything. Let's go up over this and see how that looks. And hear crows. That's probably over at Max's last stand. So I think we're on a good path here. Probably wanted to be down there, but this is fine. Run just a little bit to get up to the top of this slope before we sprain. Yeah, definitely didn't need to come all the way up here. That's a wolf. Let's cut across a little bit. Gonna do the drop instead of throw to not trigger him. It wouldn't really matter if he picked me up anyway. Coming over here just to grab this birch bark. Alright. Looks like that's all we get. Single solitary piece. Alright, we're not really stopping for much. Just gonna go straight through. So I'm gonna treat this run sort of as a bit of an experiment. I want to see how much time we have left. If we do the Milton loop, but we don't really loot much in Milton. So we're just gonna loot maybe the farm, I think, since that's the closest to the route that I'll be taking. And we'll grab coal from the two caves on the way as well. That's kind of one of the big reasons to do this as a loop. Now, I don't know if it's been the full 10 days. I don't see any coal at all in there. One problem with doing this... Okay, so we do have a little bit of coal respawn. Significant amount here. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5... I'm gonna try to keep track of how much we get. I think I brought 2 pieces with me, so we could just subtract later. I think this cave is fairly linear. Like there's just that little offshoot for the coal at the beginning. And there might be another little coal offshoot somewhere up here. Let's see. Anything back here? Nope. Okay, so this is another offshoot here. Looks like we got just 1 here. We're up to 6 total. Looks like I've timed this about right, that by the time I need to warm up with a fire, that'll be about the time we need more torches anyway. Sounds like it might be a little windy. It's definitely clearing up. Yeah, so only 6 coal from this cave. That's unfortunate. I was expecting to get more like 10 or 15. Alright, it's possible that I just didn't wait long enough for it to fully respawn. The full 10 days, or whatever it is. Oh, nice. It's still a little bit foggy, but we've got good visibility. Now, I'm not going to loot everything along here, but I figure every time we come through here, we'll grab a couple of cattails, just kind of slowly collect stuff. We're going to be coming along this path a lot if this works out well. There's a lot of cloth and potential clothing spawns available in the town of Milton. I mean, that's really the only loot that I care about. Everything else I can get closer to home. I can use renewable resources. Alright, I think we'll just grab that, maybe this next one, and then we'll call it a day on the cattail collection. Don't want to burn a whole ton of time on that. Yeah, there's a few more here. That might be the only one, actually. No, there's a couple more up here. Save those for next time through. Now, I discovered a shortcut that allows you to skip this rope that's coming up down there, but I was watching one of Zach's videos, and he has a much quicker shortcut where you just come up here and go down the slope, so that's what we're going to be using. Looks like I have enough time on my torch to pull this off. We just come up here, and it's almost a bit of a drop. Okay, and once we get down onto this slope here, we'll be fine. Isn't the normal route, is it? Maybe it is. Alright, I'm gonna run to try... Oh man, that was bad. I don't know if I took health damage from that. Maybe a tiny bit. Alright. Rabbits, you're free. Back there we have some rose hips, it looks like. That'll be something for a future trip. Now, one thing I am definitely gonna grab is the guaranteed matches in this cave. Want to have a good idea of exactly how many matches we have available. Ooh, we got some firewood here. A couple pieces of cedar. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Not getting cold as fast as I thought. Okay, there's the wood matches. Got a body back here. With nothing. Alright, let's get going. Save all this rosehip and reishi harvesting for later. This trip we already stopped for 5 or 6 cattails plus the looting the items in the cave. I want to limit the amount that I spend time on from here on out. Feels like I'm ever so slightly slow. Alright, so up here, this is the rope skip that I found. Instead of climbing up here, which, I mean, we have the energy to do. So sometime when we do this route, we might actually just climb up there to get quickly to the, oh, did I bring my pry bar? I'm not sure. If I brought my pry bar, it would almost make sense to do that now, but I'm going to stick to the plan. But we could climb up there to loot, like, the gas station and the other thing that's up there. Okay, so the way we do this, got to make sure not to mess this up. We get down just under this ledge to where we can see, yeah, that slope below us. I'm going to do some running here. We're going to go under all this stuff. be a bad time to mess this up. I'm pretty comfortable with this route. Try to get to flat ground up here. There we go. That clears the sprain risk again. And we'll run across here. I'm going to crouch under here. I'm not sure if it's absolutely necessary, but this is not the time for experimentation. Alright, then we'll just run across here. A little bit of a fall there, it's fine. It's like it's actually getting foggier again. Kind of partially cleared up and then went right back to full fog. Alright, I'm not sure how to... I'm going to try to run across here to get to the high ground, and that way we don't take as long of a fall. Yeah, I think that's the best way to get down from there. Alright, so we're over here near the farmhouse. And actually, what I'm thinking I'm going to do, since we're planning to go to the farmhouse and loot it, what I can do is actually start a fire in the farmhouse. This torch should last me all the way over there. We're making pretty good time. It seems to me. I mean, we're only 21 minutes into the episode, according to my my timer here. And we didn't leave until after the 5-minute mark. So 15 minutes, that's like 3 in-game hours. We theoretically have 12 hours, hopefully more, on Frankie. So to make it all the way here in just 3 or a little more hours. Okay, wolves are everywhere. I'm not going to worry about them too much. It's wind doesn't really pick up when the fog is like this, so my torch should just protect me. Since we're over here close to the shed, we'll check for the key here first. Anything in the back of the truck? Nope. Key is not here. Nothing on the floor. Alright, so this place seems to be empty. Kind of do the full circuit here. Okay. 2 more places to check. Oh, can I not get in here? Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you should stop though. Right? Okay. Let me just reset this guy. Let's just get rid of him. Okay. Wasting time I don't have. I didn't know he could... Oh, I don't have a stone either. Oh, that's not a stone.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy.
Is he running for me? He is. Alright, well that's one way to do it. Okay, let's go grab this quickly. Where in the world is the door? I've messed this up so many times. Okay, we have time. We'll just grab this. I'm going to take this pry bar for scrap. That was a lot of wasted time with that wolf. Let me loot this place out real quick, because I don't want to come back out here. Could always do this some other time. This is my last torch, and I really don't want to have to use accelerant. We can burn that gunsmithing book. Fire starting level 2. I think that's like a 95% chance. Yeah, we should be okay. We'll take the 5% chance that we have to use a match. Okay, so not cedar, we want, yeah, this. And then not the magnifying lens, but the torch that I have. Crazy. Yeah, I don't care about the gunsmithing book. That is not relevant. Okay, so I gotta remember to go around back of the house too. Check that out. success. Let's go ahead and burn some sticks. We're gonna want torches, so I'm just gonna throw a bunch on here. Let's drop this. I'm not gonna mess around with it. Looks like I did not bring a pry bar with me, so I've got a pry bar. Actually, maybe I should leave the pry bar here. That way I'll have one here when I come by. Definitely considering that. Alright, let's just get a little more light so we can boot this place out thoroughly. I think I'll use one of those for the buff right now, so that's actually about to go bad, so we'll cook that up and eat it for the buff. Okay, I need to stay on task here. Just gonna grab everything. We'll sort through it later. Okay, let's go check the... Man, can't find any coffee anywhere. Unfortunate. Thinking about taking one of these cooking pots back with me. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take one at a time. I'd like to have like 3 cooking pots, so I can have one on Frankie, and then another fire running next to the fishing hut with 2 cooking pots on it. I don't know, that'll probably never be necessary, but we're going to do it anyway. Plus, I can break them down for scrap once I'm back at home, so carrying one pot back at a time just for the scrap that doesn't require me to spend time elsewhere. Another magnifying lens. Pretty funny. Take those back to break down. Looks like we're not going to get any good clothing here, unfortunately. Yeah, all this time invested and didn't come out of it with anything. Well, there's other houses in Milton to loot. We still got these other 2 side rooms. Let's see, how's this doing? 25 minutes, we should be fine. Let's go ahead and try to finish up. Soda. I really needed to just burn these books instead of torches. Instead of sticks, I mean. I don't know if I can even carry all this back with me. It's a lot.
I could use this. I could use this.
New granola bar is nice. Okay, how are we doing on time here? 17 minutes. Let's grab another torch. Check this last room. Stump remover. Let's see. Gunpowder. Am I ever going to be trying to make gunpowder? I don't think that's really feasible. Don't care about the toilet water. Yeah, no socks or anything in here. It's unfortunate. Alright. Let's get ready to go then. Got 11 minutes on that. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and heat up another birch bark. Yeah, so I'll be able to grab those both at the same time. Get as many torches as possible here. We need to get heading home, unfortunately. Did I even check all the cabinets in here? I did not. Alright, we'll do this. Because I don't have enough time to let it sit there. Just want to know that I've fully looted this place, rather than feel like I have to come back and constantly check up on it. Okay. How are we doing here? Hot, and 29 minutes until burned. Let's add some books on here to cut down on weight. Yeah, that's a ton of weight in books. Convert those to torches, and then we'll head out. Gotta get good torches at this point. Alright, that's it. Let's grab this. Let's grab the... shoot. Let's grab the peaches. And let's get going. Wait for a little bit before eating those peaches. So this is a place I can loot out for cloth at some point. Some more cedar behind here. Grab a couple of mushrooms. I don't know, we got a long way to go. Yeah, let's quit messing around. Take these with me, but then we gotta just get out of here. I'm actually fully warm. Crazy. I think I will take that buff. I could save it and eat it tonight, potentially. It's probably not going to lose that much condition. As long as it's 21%, I know for a fact it's safe. At 20%, I'm not so sure. My condition is actually so high right now that I could potentially do a food poisoning night too. We'll see if it stays high for the rest of the trip. Alright, we still got a long way ahead of us here. The weather has held up just beautifully, though. Okay, so we're going to do another couple of shortcuts here. Once again, not strictly necessary, but I'm going to save the energy and probably some time. That didn't feel intentional. Maybe it's fine. I'm seeing if we can, probably up here, we can stand on this ledge to get, yeah, that clears the sprain risk. Now let's just go down. Wow, this feels very precarious. Look at how steep this is. I swear I've done this before and it hasn't been that bad. Huh. Alright, well. Well, we made it. Wonder if I missed the spot. Possible. Alright, we're gonna step into this cave, see if there's any coal spawning in here. Looks like we got some firewood. Not necessarily coal.
Nobody needs this anymore.
It doesn't look like there's coal. Yeah, at that rate, it almost would have been quicker for me to just climb down. I have the sprained wrist now, so definitely don't want to waste a bandage when I don't have to. So we'll continue the goading path. I think we want to be up a little higher, so we'll go up here. I think it's a little bit easier to do from here. Let's kind of work our way back and forth along here. Try to avoid any more sprains. I really don't want to sprain an ankle, so I should be able to get on flat ground here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty easy from here on out. Can go off the side here. Oh. There's that truck over there. Yeah, let's check that out. This is not the way I was going to go down, but we can just come out over here next to the truck. Should be fine. I guess we'll go and go down to the low ground now. Looks like a nice spot to do it. I wonder if there's a note in here. Apparently not. I'm sure my buff is long since... It's, no, it is cold. The condition marker, that's the color of it being warm. Alright, let's go and do this. And let's get out of here. I'll grab a couple of these cattails just because with them being over here next to the truck, there's a good chance we'll never come back here again. Not going to worry about the feathers from the carcass. We got plenty of those. Not going to be able to craft that many arrows anyway. Now there is a birch forest here, but this is also moose territory. So I have to keep an eye out, see if the moose is around. Getting stomped would be very bad right now. I'm hoping that we won't see markings here. It'd be really nice to just know that this is a safe area with no potential moose spawn. Considering how many times we're going to be making this trip. I don't want to have to be on high alert every time. I don't see any markings. I think if the moose was here, it'd probably be just right down here. This is the ideal weather right now. It's like foggy enough to be warm, but not enough that I can't see where I'm going. Alright, we're gonna loot all these cattails out on a future trip. Many future trips, probably. I'm thinking we'll probably do like 1 or 2 houses per trip, and that's gonna be enough to keep us occupied for the next. So we'll probably do it every 10 days for the first 50 days to take advantage of the coal respawn in some of these caves. I think there's a cave over there that has coal, but it's only going to be a couple pieces. And I don't really want to go all the way over there right now. We'll loot out this little structure. Can't believe I'm not overweight yet. We're tired. We picked up all those books. I got a ton of torches on me. Yeah, all these cattails and stuff will be project for a future trip. And nothing really get excited about. I'm gonna go a little overweight, I guess. I don't know, what's the heaviest thing I have on me? Sticks? Yeah, we still have a lot to collect. Let's drop all of these here. And probably don't need all these cattails. Cattail heads. So let's make a little stash of those as well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That'll get me a little bit further before we start getting slowed down a lot. Probably by the time I go through that second cave and get all the coal there. We're gonna be on the home stretch anyway. Time to sit back and enjoy the music for a bit. stupid wolf ended that track. I knew that was going to happen, but I couldn't really do anything about it. I was going to either have to throw stones to try to distract him or walk all the way around or do the crouch walk. I really wanted to listen to the rest of that. I actually think the wolf stalking, like, soundtrack thing is one of the worst parts of the game. Like, why do we need
Getting a bit thirsty.
the music? Come on. There it is. Alright, making really good time here. I think this is going to show that I can really afford to take my time looting out several places in Milton when we're doing this loop. It's going to be really good. I'm feeling so good about this, I might even... Yeah, let's step over here. Aha! This is a moose spawn. Well, I don't think that that really matters to me. I might lose this because I'm taking way too long. Wow, that was close. It's still going, I guess. Hopefully I didn't attract the moose with that throw. I think the moose responds to sounds the same way as... I don't think I need those genes, do I? I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a backup. Okay, let's get out of here. Hopefully I didn't miss anything too terribly important here. No. Oh, that is going to mess up my birch bark harvesting here. Not that I was really planning to do it while we're here. We'll risk getting a little close here. Just for that. That's a no, that's another piece of birch bark there. I can't really afford to get that close. Right now, is that the cave up there? I think it is. It's got all this birch bark in my sights. Another piece up here. Okay, let's get out of here. It's enough time wasted. Yeah, there's the sprain risk. Get to the other side of this cave and then reevaluate. Might as well down most of this water. That'll help. Carrying the sodas all the way back because I really just want to have those calories on hand for sleeping. Definitely getting a little bit greedy trying to haul all this loot back. Okay, so let's see what the respawn is like in here. I don't see any coal yet. I don't remember if this main antechamber had coal. But we should have... Yeah, this is the left route. I'm gonna go down here and check this little offshoot for coal. I'm actually starting to get a little bit worried about the time, so... I think we're gonna stop wasting time and just get home now. Down to my good torches. That's nice. Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's move this out of here just in case it's preventing a coal respawn or something. Okay, and we'll just go back to the main room and take a straight shot down, and I'll be out of here. I think if I accept any speed loss on the way out of here, I'm being too greedy. So I think we'll drop all the books at the entrance here, since they're the heaviest. Alright, good amount of coal in this cave. This is excellent. This is what I wanted to see. Yeah, as that timer approaches 60 minutes, I'm starting to get really nervous. We have until, I don't know, a couple hours after
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
dusk. This is so good. Excellent cold respawn. I'm really happy I decided to do this before going to Forge again. I was thinking about doing these in the other order, but once I Forge, you know, we're going to be crafting the tools and everything, and crafting the bow, the arrows. Okay. Got plenty of fuel. There's nothing wrong with just leaving some books here for next time. Actually back up a little bit just to make sure they're accessible. Books. 13 books. That puts us under. Alright. And I'll carry the rest back. What a day. It's been fog the whole time. I don't have room for a ton of sticks, so I think we won't do the route I did last time. Going back along there. I think we're gonna, since it's a bit foggy, try to take a straight shot out to the rail car and just walk our way back. Looks like it's clearing up. The long dark has been uncommonly kind to me. Just remembered I had the better genes. Potentially better. Oh my gosh. What an absolutely beautiful day. We kept this flame going the entire route. Now there's an argument to be made, considering that I'm fully warm, to just not burning these last few torches. I could stop and make a quick fire, heat up a buff, and then just let it go out. And the buff would be enough to get me back. It would eat up a very small amount of time, but I think it might be worth it. I wish I'd kept one book on me. Those are still 22%. We'll just have to remember to eat those tonight. Oh, that's bad. I almost forgot where I was. In fact, I don't think I can get over to that side anymore. Let's go around here. I think I can cut across there. I should have been paying a lot more attention. I just kind of zoned out. Forgot that weak ice was even a thing for a second. Yeah, I think if I had played my cards right, we could have just been on that snow over there. Looks like we can run across here. We'll do that. Alright, now we're back on track. Joined up with that land. So I think for the more involved Milton trips, like if I go up to Grey Mother's or even up to the church and the trailer, we can optimize this run pretty heavily. So I can skip the cave on the way back and just drop down onto the river. There obviously won't be any stopping to loot cattails or birch bark or rose hips or mushrooms or anything like that. Keep the pick up sticks game very limited. I think I'm going to elect to just keep the torch burning. I can always get more torches, and this way, if I run into a wolf on the lake, we'll be prepared. I've been informed that the coal at the worker residences in Bleak Inlet respawns. So I'm going to check around these train cars and see if this coal respawns. I mean, it's very unrealistic, I think, for that to happen, but we already checked that backpack. But I'm not above taking advantage of slightly unrealistic things. Try to avoid attracting his attention. The bear is out over there. This is actually going to be a good bear to hunt. If I get the 2 in Mystery Lake, and I want to come hunt here, this is only like an hour or 2 away. Feeling a little frisky. Grab a few more cattails. The way I see it, I know I have at least 10 plus minutes to get back. Don't think it's gonna take me more than 5. I don't want to cut it too close, but I figure I should start to gradually loot out some of these areas. It's gonna be nice to have some food stocked up. For the upcoming crafting sessions. It's possible that there's going to be a stretch of like a week where pretty much all we do is craft and go on stick runs and harvest fur. Like the wind might come and mess things up. 20 minutes for 7. Just kind of making a mental note of what's available to break down where. Oh, I forgot to look up in the farm back at the Milton. What's the name of the farm there? Paradise Meadows. I was just watching Turkey Steam streaming an Interloper run, and he showed that up there are these planks, special planks that you can break down by hand. Kind of weird. No real application for this run, just because it's so far away. I mean, there's obviously way easier ways to stock up on fuel. Alright, what do we want to do for this last little bit of the run here? I think we're going to hug the right wall here. Just pick up any sticks that I see. Not go too crazy. It's still warm, so I should be thinking about coming back out tonight and harvesting some of these fir limbs. There's some up top. Looks like it's actually gotten a little colder. Is that the wind? Wind chill is probably not enough to overcome my clothing. I wonder if Muskeg is actually a warmer region, because it seems like, well, it is getting pretty late now. Ooh. Aurora time. Well, that rules out most of the things I was thinking about doing. Yeah, without a bow, I don't think we risk the wolves. So let's see how accurate my calculations are. Of course, we won't know if there was a fire bonus, but I should be able to set a minimum time for what's left on Frankie. So, episode timer is 55 minutes,
Okay,
almost
I'm
56
tired.
now. I'm estimating we spent about 6 minutes before we left. I don't know if it was that exactly. So, let's just say it's about 59 by the time we get back. So right now, at the 56-minute mark, there should be about 2 hours left. Probably going to take me another couple of minutes to get out there, so we're looking at, we'll just say, roughly an hour and a half. Should be the minimum time possible that's left. Aurora wolves shouldn't be out yet. It takes some time for them to spawn in. I still got some sprint. Looks like there is a wolf out there. Yeah, so it looks like I'm predicting about an hour and a half left. And so then there'll be more time left if we got a burn bonus. Now, I don't think that this can turn into an Aurora wolf in front of my face. He's definitely bugged out. Oh, he is doing the weird growl. Oh my gosh, that's so spooky. Alright, just let the torch go out. Two hours and 6 minutes. So we possibly got a slight burn bonus, or my calculations were just a little bit wrong. But that's really good. I mean, think about all we got done, all the time we spent, and then to still have 2 hours left. That means that these runs could potentially go really well. Oh my gosh. I need to get this stuff up off the floor, because it's making it almost impossible for me to throw a torch. Just go ahead and pick all this up. Can reorganize tonight. So I have to grab this way. Alright, before we do too much else, let's get some sticks. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Fuel-wise. Some more sticks. Okay. Starting to get really nervous. Anytime we let her get under 2 or 3 hours left. Okay, so I think I want to burn the fur first, although, you know, cedar is fine. I can keep that fur stacked out there. Let's go ahead and burn this reclaimed as well. Don't feel like breaking... Well, I might feel like it later. I'm thinking I might use these as trail markers too, so... Let's put this out. Wind is picking up. Yeah. Aurora plus wind. It's just not a good time to be out. Let's go ahead and start a little bit of water on here. And let's see if we can get organized. There's no way I ever read a carcass harvesting book. I'm just going to do that now. Okay. We're maxed out. Let's put some of this coal away. Let's see. Where does coal go? Not in here. That's pretty much maxed out. I think I might go outside to drop fuel later. Tomorrow... I shouldn't grab those until I'm ready to go start them curing. I've got enough ingredients already curing. So tomorrow is potentially, we go straight to the forge. Yeah, actually, I think that's pretty likely. So, let's see. Those are identical. I think it might be time to do this. I didn't find any leather either, did I? Maybe I did and forgot. No, I still don't have any leather. Alright, I think tonight is the night. Yeah, this is the perfect time, since we can't go outside anyway. This is the perfect time to go ahead and do this, this harvest. So, let me see which one is better, because I've got some boots in here as well. Let's grab those. Let's see which one of these gives me a better harvest. So, the trail boots. An hour and 30 minutes for a single leather. The shoes that I somehow didn't get. Must have put them back in here somehow. In the world. Okay. So an hour and 30 for one, or... an hour and 15 for two. Alright, well it looks like we're harvesting the shoes. Probably never gonna harvest those boots. Okay. So, an hour and 30... yeah, I think I'll just do a full batch of water after this. Stay crouched to avoid attracting any attention. Just try to get stuff stashed a little better here. I do have some additional lantern fuel. Now that is actually enough to use as accelerant. But this stuff is lighter. Yeah, so I think I'll put it down. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this. Drink up. Plenty of time on the fire. We should be fine here. Let's go ahead and do the harvest. Okay. An hour and 30 minutes? Really? Oof. I wish I was level 2. This is going to hurt if I fail it. 50% though. That'll bring these up to 90%, which puts them in great shape. I think I just roll the dice on it. There's no way we're going to get up to level 2 anytime soon, right? Mending skill. Mending. Yeah, we're not even halfway there. I mean, and I can't afford to read a book. I'm not going to sit here and, like, repair 15 other things just to get the skill up. 34 minutes until boiled. I guess I'll repair one additional thing. Let's see what we have and what condition it's in. That shirt is looking pretty bad. Those can go in the drawer. Oh, this needs to be repaired. And this needs to be repaired. Let's do this one. Yeah, because that's not even going to go up to max. Go for it.
Man, I am too tired to think straight.
Okay, let's put the bad jeans away. The trail boots away. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, you go in the other drawer. And my clothing just does not look that good, considering how warm I am right now. Alright. That's done. Gonna take an hour and a half. Just go and do another full batch, I think. Now, there's a lot of people who say that the mending experience is affected by, like, being tired and hungry and all that. I don't believe that. I think people are seeing patterns where there are none. Oof. Okay, we got it. I heard a wolf doing something. I'm gonna stay crouched. I think the Aurora is actually over. Yeah, but we'll stay crouched anyway. Not attract any attention. Don't need any more water. Let's go and put some of this down. Go and drink up these heavy sodas tonight. Ooh, do I have enough time? Yeah, they're down to 21%, but that's still safe. Okay, so that's 450 plus the sodas are 250 each, so a peaches, a soda, and a cattail should be fine. Okay, bedroll. Cedar, and let's just throw some additional coal on there for right now. Okay. We are just about ready here. I need the peaches. One of the sodas. Should be 700, and then this will take me up to 850. Do the rest of the gear organization at the start of the next episode. Hopefully we can get out and forge. Let's go ahead and top off water so we get the full healing. We might actually get up to near max health tonight. Definitely don't need the herbal tea. Go to sleep for 10 hours. Wow. Nice clear day. It's nearly noon. A little bit hesitant about running to the forge when I'm going to have to come back in the middle of the night.
I'm starving.
Health didn't go up nearly as much as I thought it would. I guess our health was a little bit lower than I thought it was. Let's check the condition range. How do I even do that? Well, let's go ahead and look at this. So day survived 14. Frankie's been going for 314 hours. So that's 240 is the 10 plus 72 would be 3 more. So it must have just hit day 4. Yeah. It looks like this is still off by, like, I think it's off by even more now, like maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Drinking soon.
Definitely not sure what's up with that. Only burned nearly 7 hours in a 10-hour sleep, so decent burn bonus. Yeah, like I said, I've got that gear organization to do, but unfortunately, we got to use this save. So I'm going to call it here. Wow, fantastic episode. I'm just so happy that not only does the loop work, but we had such an easy time of it. Like, I was concerned, what if we run into a blizzard and I have to find my way under rough conditions, but no, we were just warm and everything went swimmingly. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.